What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Full Metal Geek tournament. We are trugging away on these matches. I'm tired, but we got to get them done, so let's do it. I'm your host, the Red Ranger, a.k.a. RJ, a.k.a. Rene Villarreal Jr., and what an exciting match we have tonight. No co-host again, but that's what happens during the holidays. But you know what? We're going to get it done. This is an exciting match here. We have the number 5 ranked Ryan Payne against the number 12 ranked Eli McCaig. Now, last time we saw Ryan, he had won. His team had won in the brawl, and he moved on to the tag team match, but him and Albert lost to Jay and Amaru. But Ryan is no joke. Ryan is one of those guys that can very much well be the next contender. The man only has 2 losses on his record, and those two losses are to the previous champ and the current champ. So, but then you have someone like Eli Eli is one of those guys that just sometimes doesn't get a fair shake in this league. You know, his record does not reflect his skill. Everyone knows that Eli is one of those guys that on any given day, he can crush the competition. Last time we saw him, he was in the brawl as well. But before that, we had saw him, that proved it. He got put in a situation where he possibly retired, and he pulled out the win when he had to. So with this on the line, with everyone knowing in this tournament, when the first round, doesn't matter your ranking, you lose this match, you're automatically going back into testing. That might be enough to motivate Eli to put it all out there. But let's go ahead and talk to them real quick about that first. We start off with our higher ranked contender, and that is Ryan. Ryan, welcome back to Full Metal Geek. How are you feeling this evening?
Feeling pretty good. With everything that's been happening so far, I'm actually looking forward to playing once again. I can't lie and say I'm a little nervous, but holiday season, looking for a time to kick back and also watching my favorite films. But you know what? Wanted to play a geek match, and once you threw that gauntlet out there, I just couldn't resist.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, like I said, thinking since you don't have any representation here tonight, what are your thoughts about going up against a competitor like Eli?
Well, going up against Eli, I never try to judge my opponents on their performances on previous matches. I always try, because without a doubt, let's say I saw a situation where if I was against Eli or anybody else in this tournament, and I saw a previous match they played and they had a terrible performance, I'm not gonna let those notions judge how I'm going to play against them, because anything can happen in this match. I could get questions that are just not, they're just not welling towards me right now. Like, I know the answer, but they're on the tip of my tongue. And with Eli, he could be getting a slice or a question or a category he can completely annihilate, just leave me cropping in the dust. So I'm definitely not underestimating him in this match. And with the stakes that's in this tournament, I'm playing every match, every question as if it's the last time I'm going to be hearing it here at Full Metal Geek. So I'm looking at Eli as a very well-seasoned and a very well-matched opponent.
All right, good to hear. Well, we'll get you back here in a second as we speak to the number 12 ranked contender, and that is Eli. Eli, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. It was funny. Throughout that entire time, I didn't hear Ryan at all. So if he was talking trash about me, let it happen, because I just heard the ending. I was like, all right.
Oh, man, it was so much smack. No, it's all right. And Ryan's a good guy. But Eli, you're back here again. You haven't had a singles match since your retirement match. But you won that match. Then you had a match right after that, and then
my last singles match was against the champion himself, and I brought him, and we went all the way down to the last question.
Exactly,
Nicholas Coote. Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean,
that's exciting. Knowing, like, looking back at my match against Nick, how close it was to me. If I would have gotten that question right, we'd have gone to sudden death. So if everyone just thinks about that, like, yeah, I can play, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, man, you are once again in that situation where it's like, hey, if you lose this match, you're back off the roster again, back into the testing pool. Do you feel like but like you said, with how you said you feel about your last match, how does that make you more nervous going into this one, or does it give you more confidence going into this one?
I think my confidence level is as it normally is now. Like, seeing as how I've had to play to be on the roster multiple times now, I'm very much like, oh, well, if I lose, I got to do it again. So that should be fine. So it's just at a normal rate. I'm just ready to have a match, honestly.
All right, sounds good. Well, let's go ahead and get Ryan in here and get that match started. Gentlemen, of course, we start this match as we always do with round number one. Round number one will look like this. Each of you will get 10 questions throughout the world of geekdom, 15 seconds to write down your answer. Once time is up, you will reveal your answer and vocalize that each correct answer is worth 1 point. If either or both of you go perfect in this round, there is a bonus question available. Keep in mind for the entire match, you have 3 repeats available and 1 challenge. With that being said, Ryan, are you ready?
I'm good. Need chair, but I'm good.
All right, Eli, are you ready?
Did you say that again? No way, I'm just joking. I'm good.
All right, no problem. And Eli, just for my sanity, when you put up your answer, hold it for a little bit. You only have a slight lag. Slight. Right. So just make sure you hold your board for a little bit.
Gotcha.
That way I make sure I see everything correctly. All right, gentlemen, let's get started. Round number one, question number one. This comes in the category of Star Trek. In Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, how does Spock get Valeris to reveal the others who are involved in the assassination? We're looking for a specific answer here. I hate when I don't have a co-host and the first thing is Star Trek because I have no banter ever prepared for Star Trek other than telling my co-host how much I hate Star Trek. But at least I left it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get right, fingers. All right, pens down, gentlemen. We start with Ryan.
He uses a Vulcan mind meld.
And Eli.
I said mind melding torture.
Both of you have mind meld in your answers. That's all we're looking for, so both correct.
Nice.
All right, your next question, gentlemen. This is going to be in the category of DC. This is DC movies outside of the worlds of DC or DCEU, whatever you want to call it. On what specific date does V intend to destroy Parliament on in V for Vendetta?
All right, let me get my hand up.
I find myself in one of those situations where there's no comment can be made lest the answer be given away. I did not mean for that to rhyme, but now we're running out of time. 5.
Okay, now you're doing it on
4,
purpose.
Yeah,
3,
coming.
2, 1. That time I did, yes. All right. We go start with Eli.
Remember, the 5th of November.
And Ryan?
Yes. I mean, it's a giveaway unless we're an idiot. November 5th.
That is both correct. All right, gentlemen, your next question comes in the category of Star Wars. Star Wars. What was Galen Erso's nickname for Jin in Rogue One? I really enjoy this movie. I remember seeing it in IMAX, and it was actually a really fun time. More fun than I thought I was going to have. So, yeah, it was a nice surprise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The IMAX and the drinks helped. Let's start with Ryan.
I don't know how many times he says it. It's Stardust.
And Eli.
Stardust.
Both correct. Perfect through 3. As we get into question number 4, gentlemen, this is in the category of Middle Earth.
Okay.
What is the name of the King of Rohan, portrayed by Bernard Hill in the Lord of the Rings trilogy? And we do not need son of anything, just his name.
Man, did Robert write this question? Because if he did, he's going easy on us.
It is round 1. We try to do that. And nope, picked up my hand too quick. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Mr. Eli, since it was so easy.
He's King Theoden.
And Ryan.
Theoden.
Both correct. All right, gentlemen, we are reaching the halfway point. This is category number 5, question 5. This is in the Wizarding World.
Ooh.
In The Crimes of Grindelwald, Credence is shown to be carrying around a bird. At the end of the film, it is revealed to be what type of bird? This was the absolute worst reveal in all of cinema history. I'm sorry. This was just so bad. So bad. 5.
I'm trying to think if there's a bit worse one.
3. Dude, there isn't one. Pins down. We start with Ryan.
Phoenix.
And Eli.
Phoenix.
Only one of you spelled it correctly, but you're both right.
That would be me.
No, actually, you spelled it right. It is spelled Phoenix. It is spelled Phoenix.
Yeah.
I know, it's confusing.
Yeah.
I need to attend the University of Phoenix. That way it'll be burned in my
When do you
brain.
ever have a silent O in anything? Like, come on, really?
That's
All right,
why it's so troubling. It's that O.
All right. Well, both of these gentlemen, perfect through 5 as we get into question number 6. This is Heroes and Villains. Heroes and Villains. What comic book movie features a gang led by a person named Mama going up against enforcers of the law? I heard one time that someone fought the law and the law won. Became a pretty popular song.
That's also
Nothing?
real life.
Nobody? Oh, screw you guys. I don't need to impress anybody. I'm the host here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. And we start with Eli.
Dread.
And Ryan.
Dread.
Both correct. All right, gentlemen, your next question is going to come in the worlds of DC or the DCEU. What is the name of Ewan McGregor's character in Birds of Prey? And this one I do need first and last. But these gentlemen don't seem to flinch at that information. I would have thrown the board because I'm already bad at first names. I'm even worse at last names. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We start with Ryan.
It's a stupid weird inflection that throws me off. It's Roman Sionis.
And Eli.
I said Black Mask, Roman Sionis.
Roman Sionis is what we were looking for. Both correct.
Literally,
All right.
if you wouldn't have said first and last name, I would have just had Black Mask.
All right. Gentlemen, your next question. This comes in the category of Marvel. This is non-MCU Marvel films. In Spider-Man 3, what causes the sound that makes the symbiote leave Peter, then attach itself onto Brock?
Okay.
I would like to think I'm mentally strong enough to handle a symbiote, but I know I am an absolute liar. That thing would possess me. Whole mind, body, and soul. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But at least I'd be super strong. That's always fun. Let's go to Eli.
The ringing of the church bell.
And Ryan.
I didn't want to do a long explanation, so I just wrote church bell.
Church bell was all we were looking for. Both correct.
Well, fine. I'll give the long explanation.
I'm trying to save marker ink. I mean, heck, these things run out fast.
All right, gentlemen. Your next question, your penultimate question, comes in everyone's favorite category, and that is mixed bag.
Mm-hmm.
Who plays the lead character, Ray Garrison, in 2020's Bloodshot? That is a thing. This was a movie. It happened.
That I did not see, but yet still know the answer.
Well, it's kind of hard not to, let's be honest. I can even be honest.
If you see the poster, it's a pretty dead giveaway.
It's
Yeah.
pretty damn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I prefer Bat and the Sons version because it's played by Jason David Frank. Let's go to Ryan.
He's so good, but I don't like this guy. Well, at least his version, Vin Diesel.
And Eli.
Vin Diesel.
That's both correct. All right. With that, we are down to the last question and possibility of 2 perfect rounds. This will be a first here at the tournament. Or at least I don't know, because I don't know what order we're releasing these in. But I'm going to say, as far as recording, first. So let's do this. All right, gentlemen, your last question is in the MCU. So this is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Who meets Scott as he is released from prison in Ant-Man?
Yeah, you got 2 perfect rounds.
I would be very shocked if I didn't. Honestly, if anything was going to throw people off, I was thinking it was going to be the DCEU one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because screw last names. Eli for the perfect round.
Luis.
And Ryan for the perfect round.
Fuck, I wish I had a horn just to make the sound, but it's Luis.
Yeah, it is correct, because he got to keep the van. All right, so that is a perfect round for both of these gentlemen. So we move on to the bonus question. Gentlemen, just keep your boards. Still same rules. Let's go ahead. So your bonus category, it's going to be in quotes.
Cool.
It's simple enough. Who speaks the first line in Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker?
Okay.
Let's see who will actually get the perfect first round. Because I did not know the answer to this. Because I've only seen it once. And I have Disney Plus. I use it for other movies. 5.
I use it for better
4,
movies.
3,
Or better shows.
2, 1. Pens down. I use it for TV movies. All right, let's go to Ryan.
I mean, the only one I can think of, Emperor Palpatine.
And Eli?
I also said Palpatine.
Oh, man. And you would both be correct.
Yeah.
2 perfect rounds all the way through. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 11-11 as we get into the second round. Round number 2 will look like this. We'll present a wheel to these gentlemen. This wheel has 10 slices on it, 8 categories, and hero and villains pick. You'll each get a spin at the wheel. Whatever category it lands on has 5 questions, each worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, you can go down to multiple choice. However, it takes the value down to 1. You are allowed to respin unless you land on villains pick. Keep in mind, gentlemen, there's also stealing in this round. Now, since it is a tied game, Ryan, you are the higher ranked player. So once I present the wheel to you, gentlemen, and you hear all the categories, you can decide whether you'd like to spin first or defer to Eli. And yay, it actually came up on the first go. All right, gentlemen, your categories for this evening are going to be DC, Worlds of DC, Mixed Bag, MCU, Wizarding World, Marvel, Star Wars, and Middle Earth. So, Ryan, after hearing all the categories, would you like to spin first or defer to your opponent?
I will defer to Eli. I'll have him go first.
All right,
Sure.
deferring to Eli. So here we go, Eli. Whenever the thing wants to respond to my click, there it goes. Your spin is away. And it lands on Mixed Bag. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
Mixed bag can be anything, so I'm just gonna spin again.
All right, spinning again. Whatever it lands on this time, you will be answering from. And you avoid villain's pick with Wizarding World.
All right.
So we're going to go ahead. And gentlemen, remember for this round, both of you keep your hands visible at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And where did it go? There did it go. Eli, are you ready for your Wizarding World questions?
Yep.
All right, your first question. In Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, we learned that Americans call non-wizards what?
Nomad.
That's correct for 2 points. And the lead. First lead of the game.
Yay!
Your next question. What creature does Harry tell Lupin was in his office when questioned by Lupin in Deathly Hallows Part 1? When he's checking that he's Harry.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna use one of my repeats because now I think I misheard the question.
Sure, I'll make sure. I'll reword it because it can be a little bit. All right.
All right.
In Deathly Hallows Part 1, when Lupin is seeing if Harry is really Harry, what creature does Harry tell Lupin was in his office the first time they met?
A
In the
boggart.
That is incorrect. Ryan, chance for a 2-point steal.
If I ask for a repeat, would that be a notch on me?
If you ask for a repeat of the full question, yes.
Okay.
And you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A spider?
No. That is incorrect. We were looking for a Grindylow. A
Grindylow.
Grindylow.
Okay.
All right. No points earned or lost there. So, Eli, your next question, question number 3. How many films is Sean Biggerstaff credited as playing Oliver Wood?
Multiple choice. I have a guess, but I want to see if that's one of the guesses.
Your multiple choice options are A1, B2, C3, or D4.
That is one of the guesses. So I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna say 2. Final answer.
2 is correct for 1 point. It is Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, I thought so. Man, I should have just went with it.
Your next question. Question number 4. In The Half-Blood Prince, Harry and his friends are in what pub when Slughorn invites them to his exclusive party?
Yep, that's definitely a multiple choice because I have no idea.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Hogshead, B, Hanged Man, C, Green Dragon, or D, Three Broomsticks.
What pub are they in when
5.
Hogshead?
Ryan, a chance for a 1-point steal. Your options once again are A, Hogshead, B, Hanged Man, C, Green Dragon, or D, Three Broomsticks.
Okay. Glad Hogsmeade wasn't on there because I would have thought of that one. Okay. I'm gonna go with Green Dragon. Final answer.
Oh, unfortunately, that is the wrong franchise. That's from Hobbiton. We were looking for the Three Broomsticks. Three Broomsticks.
My second thought. Okay.
All right, Eli, your last question.
Mm-hmm.
Who meets with Harry in his room at the Leaky Cauldron in The Prisoner of Azkaban?
Again, I have a guess. It's probably wrong, though. So I'm going to go multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Cornelius Fudge, B, Albus Dumbledore, C, Minerva McGonagall, or D, Ruvius Hagrid.
A.
A is an apple,
Yes.
and that is correct for 1 point.
My guess wasn't on there, and then Cornelius's Fudge's face popped in my head. I was like, oh, that's, yep.
All right, so after that, Eli able to get his score up to 15. Ryan was not able to get any steals there, but he does have a big opportunity here to get a lead with his spin as we bring back up the wheel. And Ryan, your spin is away.
I believe in you, Ryan.
Yeah, thank you.
And it lands on the MCU. Would you like to keep that or use your respin?
Seeing how it was close to land on Villain's pick, I want to keep it. But at the same time, I mean, I'll just be, if I don't know it, I'll stick to multiple choice. So I'll stick with MCU.
All right, sticking with MCU. And all right, just remember, gentlemen, keep hands visible. Ryan, are you ready?
Wait, let me empty. Nah, let's just do it. Let's do it. If I take too long, I stall.
All right, no problem. Your next question. What metal item does Tony put in a microwave to cause an explosion in Tennessee in Iron Man 3?
I believe it's dog tags. Dog tags, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. What did the Sovereign exchange for the Guardian's services at the start of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
No, wait, no, it's not those. Nebula, final answer.
That's correct for another 2 points and a tie game.
I almost said the batteries, but I remember Rocket stole them.
Your next
I should have
question.
said the batteries.
Your next question. In Thor, what does a frost giant call Thor while he's walking away on Jotunheim that causes Thor to lash out and begin a fight?
Run home, princess. Princess, final answer.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Eli, chance for a 2-point steal.
Okay, what does the frost giant call Thor?
Five.
Pretty boy?
That is also incorrect. Unfortunately, Ryan, it was Little Princess. Little Princess, not just Princess.
Are you kidding me? Oh.
Don't worry.
I mean, you tried to quote it too, and you didn't say the little, so it is in the line. So unfortunately, we did need the little as part of the answer. Unless you would like to challenge.
I don't want to waste the challenge, and if it's a quote, then like I said, I should have gone to multiple choice on that. Let's just keep going. We'll keep going.
Okay, no problem. We will move on. Your next question. This is question number 4 for you. Still a tied game. In Endgame, while at S.H.I.E.L.D. in 1970, Howard Stark bumps into Tony while looking for whom?
He's looking for Zola. Final answer.
That's correct for 2 points and the lead. And your final question. Which Avenger accidentally steps on Legos while in the Barton house in Age of Ultron?
Well, it's Thor. Final answer.
That's correct for another 2 points.
I miss on this movie, but I'm definitely not missing on him as an answer.
See,
So
Ryan, I told you
redemption.
I believed in you. I told you I believed in you.
Yeah.
All
This
right,
is still a
ladies and
game.
gentlemen.
This is still a game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after round 2, we now see a 4-point game in favor of Ryan. It is 19-15 as we get into the final round. Round number 3 works like this. We will present another wheel to these competitors. This wheel only has 6 categories on it, each with 3 questions, a 2-pointer, 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer. You'll spin the wheel 3 times to get a question of each point value. If you get it correct, you will get those points. If not, nothing happens. We will stay with the competitor who is behind until they take the lead over their opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, every category is eligible to be spun more than once as long as it's a different point value. You are awarded 1 respin for the entire round, but only 1. You respin on the 3-pointer. You cannot respin on the 5. So Eli will be going first. Gentlemen, your round 3 categories are going to be Middle Earth, Wizarding World, Mixed Bag, Worlds of DC, MCU, and Star Wars. Eli, your 2-pointer spin is away. And it lands on Worlds of DC. Would you like to keep that for 2 points or use your respin?
I mean, I think I should keep it, but let me ask my manager. Manager, what do you think? I think you should keep it, Eli. Thanks, manager. I'm keeping it.
All right, keeping it.
Hey, we have the same manager. Damn.
Really? Cool.
Yeah.
All right,
we gotta
gentlemen.
exchange numbers after this.
All right, gentlemen. Eli, for 2 points in Worlds of DC. In Hippolyta's story at the beginning of Wonder Woman, which god does she say corrupted men?
Aries.
That's correct for 2 points. All right, so Eli's still a couple points down, so we will stay with him as we bring back up the wheel for his 3-pointer.
Yeah.
All right, Eli, all categories are available to you once again. And this time it lands on the MCU. Would you like to keep that for your 3-pointer or use your respin?
I'm going to speak with my manager. Manager, you know what to do. Thanks, manager. Yes, I'm taking it.
All right. Okay, Eli, for 3 points to take the lead over Ryan in the MCU. What skill does Scott say he had to learn to impress Cassie while on house arrest in Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Close-up magic card tricks.
That is correct for 3 points and the lead.
I didn't
Now-
know if that was too like if
Nope,
If it
you
was
had
gonna be-
close-up magic. That's all I needed
right.
to hear. Close-up magic is all we had, but yeah, they were card tricks, so we're gonna accept that. So Eli does take a 1-point lead, 20-19. So Ryan will now have to answer at least a question to send it
Okay.
back to Eli. So we bring back up the wheel, and Ryan, your spin is away. The only category not available to you is Worlds of DC. And it gets to Wizarding World. Would you like to keep that for your 2-pointer or spin again?
No. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hold it. Yeah, you should hold it for later. You have no idea what comes up next. I'm gonna keep Wizarding World.
All right, keeping Wizarding World. All right, Ryan, for 2 points to take back the lead in the Wizarding World. What type of magical object was the Tri-Wizard Cup turned into for the final task in Goblet of Fire?
Oh wait, I'm overthinking this. I'll need a repeat.
All right. This is your first repeat.
Yeah.
What type of magical object was the Tri-Wizard Cup turned into for the final task in Goblet
Okay.
of Fire?
Yeah, I don't want to overthink this too much. I'm gonna say it was turned into a port key.
That is correct for 2 points to retake the lead. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so here's where we stand now. It is Eli's turn once again. He only has his 5-pointer left. If he hits it, he will basically done all he can and force Ryan to answer his 5-pointer in return to win the match. If he misses, Ryan will win the match and move on in the tournament. This is what it's all about as we bring back up the wheel. Eli, keep in mind you do still have your respin available. Your 5-pointer spin is away. And it lands on Middle Earth. Would you like to keep that for 5 points or use your respin?
See, that's the thing. That was something if I got it earlier, I was gonna keep. But because I know who Robert is, and I know how he would most likely write a 5-point question, and it's Middle Earth. Spin again.
All right, using your respin, whatever it lands on this time, you will be taking. It's going to be mixed bag.
All right.
Yeah, you got. Yeah, that was a smart choice. That was a very smart choice. I won't. I applaud you for that.
All right, Eli. For 5 points to stay in the game. In the category of mixed bag. Keep in mind, you do still have 3 repeats left to you. How does the villain, Prince Nuada, die in Hellboy 2, The Golden Army?
Oh, his sister stabs herself, which kills him as well. Because they're connected.
That is correct for 5 points. Wow, yes, the sister commits suicide, which causes him to die as well. Wow, big one right there. So like we said, Ryan still has his 3-pointer and 5-pointer to go, but with this lead, he will have to answer the 5-pointer in order to win. But we got a due process. So Ryan, first up is your 3-pointer spin. MCU is the only category not available to you in this spin. And it lands on Middle Earth. Would you like to keep that for 3 points or use your respin?
I'm gonna save it for later, so I'll take Middle Earth.
All right. All right, here we go. All right, Ryan, for 3 points, category of Middle Earth. What is the name of Gandalf's sword in the Middle Earth franchise? We will take either its proper Elvish name or its English nicknames, common tongue nicknames. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Orcrist?
That is unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for Glamdring or the Foehammer or the Beater. Well,
Okay.
Chris was Thorin's sword, Thorin's elvish sword. So, with that miss, he still has a chance. He has his 5-pointer left. If he hits it, Ryan will move on to the second round of this tournament. If he misses, Eli will win and move on. So we bring back up the wheel one more time. This time for Ryan. And sorry, it already took my spin, but the spin is in. It could be anything but mixed bag. And for you, it is also landing on Middle Earth. But would you like to do the same as Eli and spin away from it?
Yeah, after that, my little slip up, but I'll spin away from it. I'm testing my luck here, seeing what I'll get.
All right. Spin is away, whatever category lands on this time. Nope. The fates say this Middle Earth question will be asked.
Okay.
All right, Ryan. Remember, you still have 2 repeats available to you for 5 points. Here you go. In the Battle of 5 Armies, which of Bilbo's kin does he catch trying to steal his spoons at the end of the film?
Oh, give me a break. We need the name, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Not like
Full
which
name.
amongst.
Full name, yeah. Not their relation, the full name of the character. 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
That is your second repeat. In the Battle of 5 Armies, which of Bilbo's kin does he catch trying to steal his spoons at the end of the film? Five, 4.
I use my final
3.
one.
All right, last repeat. In the Battle of 5 Armies, which of Bilbo's kin does he catch trying to steal his spoons at the end of the film? Five.
Well, congratulations, Eli.
3,
Beulah
2.
Sackville Baggins.
And your winner, Eli McCaig. So close. It was Lobelia Sackville Baggins. Lobelia Sackville Baggins. The best callback in that trilogy. Wow, what a close match. 20-19. On any other day, 19 could have won you this match. But, let's go ahead and talk to these guys real quick. We're going to speak first with Ryan. Ryan, that was a tough 5 point. That is like literally the smallest callback in all of the Hobbit trilogy to Lord of the Rings. So I do not fault you for that one, man. But what a match played, dude. You played a hell of a match. What's going through your head right now?
Literally a lot is going through my head. I appreciate that. It doesn't really matter, honestly, for me at this point. Look, I'll still keep playing Geek matches for as long as I want to. But right now, it just seems that, God damn, I can't catch a break with this category. Middle Earth has killed me in my last 3 Geek matches. No matter how hard I study, no matter how many times I write this stuff down, never seems to stick with me. You give me anything from comic book movies, I'm always so close to the tone. And even though I was close here, I don't know. Maybe if during my teenage years, if I came across the Hobbit books and the Lord of the Ring books, this stuff would have stuck to me much better. But it's just nothing. That's unfortunately that's becoming like a record or a legacy of mine. I'm so close, but no cigar. But other than that, yeah, and like I said, I was not going to doubt Eli in this match, despite any other matches he's played in the past. I was hoping, win or lose in this tournament, I'd be ready for next year. But if I have to start back from scratch once again, I have no problem putting myself through the ringer again. I guess this time it's just going to be more. Not more stunning, just got to change up my tactics, unfortunately. I can't rely on the whole watch, take notes. It's got to be more than that. I have to delve deeper, Other than that, congratulations, Eli. You did very well. I really look forward to seeing how far you're going to go along in this tournament. If we get a chance to play each other again next season, hopefully, I'm pretty sure it's going to be another close game like it was today.
All right. Well, Ryan, man, you're always a great competitor. And like you said, you're back in testing if you want. It seems like you want it. And I know a competitor of your level, we probably will definitely see you again. And with the record that you still have, even with that loss, I mean, dude, we're going to see you again for sure, man. So you know what? Good match tonight. We'll see you around. Let's go ahead and speak with our winner today, Eli McCaig. Mr. Eli.
Yeah.
I got to ask, because I saw you. Did you know it?
What? The Lord of the Rings question?
Did you know it?
I had no idea.
Okay, I just wanted to know. So spinning away from it in your mind is like, I made the right choice.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Literally all the questions besides the one Thor question in the MCU and the ones that I missed in Wizarding World, I had no when I didn't know those questions, I didn't know those, or I didn't know the answers, I didn't know the answers. This was the first time where I felt confident in almost every single question I heard, besides the two Middle Earth ones in round 3. But I'm just like, wow, I'm excited.
No, I would be too, man. You're moving on. Like I said, because I know you had to last season. This season, you don't got to go back into testing. You've secured your spot. After this point, doesn't matter what happens because you secured your spot. But you do have a challenge next match. Next match, you will be playing the winner of Thomas Scully and Tim Smith. So how are you feeling about that?
That's fun. I have seen Scully play. I have seen him, not only in FMG, I've seen him play in multiplex, literally in a similar call. So I know how good he is. Tim is one of those people where I know how good he can be. However, I know, and this is nothing against him, I know he's not on my level. I'm going to just say it now. Tim Smith is not on my level. I have gone up against some of literally the best players and gotten very close to winning. I don't know if Tim Smith can say the same.
Wow, big words for a match that hasn't been decided yet. Now I kind of want Tim to win just to watch that reaction. But anyways, but Eli, for you tonight, congratulations, man. Enjoy the victory. We'll see you in round 2, man.
Thanks.
All right, well, that does it here for us at Full Metal Geek for this match. Make sure you do all the things, like, subscribe, comment, do all the good things that you're supposed to do. And we will see you back here for another match in round 1 of this tournament at Full Metal Geek. Thanks for stopping by.